Hello all, Paul Long, how to buy a business using an SBA loan. We're going to talk about in this video, I want to buy the business that I currently work for. This is updated with the new SBA 7.1, which came out November 15th, 2023. So this is all good new information for you. So this is the most common type of loan in business acquisitions is the individual wanting to buy the business. Okay. I see this multiple times a week and I love seeing it. And the SBA loves that because there's no better buyer than someone who already knows and maybe even runs the business currently right now for that seller. So we love those. All banks and credit unions love those, and we encourage those. One of the things I do want to say that I see often is that the person buying the business is not necessarily ready financially to buy the business. Do they have down payment? Have they started talking with the seller years ago and started planning and having their cash and having their financial situation ready for that? It's a very common thing. And sometimes I have to say no because they are not ready for it financially. So keep that in mind as a tip. Of course, you have the experience. We love that, just like I said, right? And do you have the down payment? Again, in previous videos, we've talked about that you do need 10% down in order to do a business acquisition. Okay. Now, what's really awesome is there's multiple ways to do this. You can do this as a 5% down, where you have maybe you only have 5% in cash, and then you're going to do 5% maybe in a seller note, and make sure to check out the seller note video on details about that. The lowest you can do is a 3% down and a 7% seller note. That's an option. As well as, this is very common for those who, when you're actually buying that and the seller absolutely wants to sell to you, is 0% down. Yes, I said that, 0% down. If your 10% down payment is on full standby for the life of the loan. Well, what's full standby? Full standby means no payments of principal or interest or anything like that until the SBA loan is paid off. Okay. And that's 10%. So the seller, if they're very motivated to sell to you and they absolutely believe in you, they can do a seller note for 10% of the purchase price on full standby, and you can get an SBA loan for the rest. It's a big deal. And then, of course, as we talk about seller notes before, there's full and partial standby. Full means no payments for the life of the loan. Partial means you can make interest-only payments, but you do not pay principal for a certain period of time. Another thing we look for is managerial experience. We want to make sure that you weren't just a worker for the business, that you did have some sort of involvement in the management of the business. That's a really important thing that we look for. So we understand that, you may hire a bookkeeper in order to do payroll or something like that, and that's fine. But do you have the understanding and managerial expertise in order to run that business? Again, this is a very popular video, and I look forward to talking with anybody regarding this, and I will see you on another video.